Good afternoon, Knights, and thanks for joining us. I'm Charlotte Trattner, and today is October 19th, 2020. Here is your nightly news update. Nightly news reporter Natalie Montalegre is in Lake Nona with an update on UCF alumna and missing Belle Isle woman Stephanie Hollingsworth's disappearance.
Orlando police detectives discovered Stephanie Hollingsworth's vehicle in this retention pond on Saturday. OPD says that the license plate of the vehicle in the pond matched the vehicle that Hollingsworth was driving. Orlando's fire department dive team confirmed a deceased body was inside the vehicle but has not been identified yet. Nightly News will keep you updated on this ongoing investigation. Reporting in Lake Nona, Natalie Montalegre, UCF Nightly News.
And now, here is your coronavirus update. UCF health officials report 716 positive cases since reopening. Florida health officials report a total of more than 755,000 cases and nearly 16,000 deaths within the state. Nationally, there are more than 8 million positive cases and 219,706 deaths as reported by Johns Hopkins University. With 16 days until the presidential election, President Trump is holding rallies around the country, including a recent visit to Ocala on Friday. Nightly News reporter Sade Teal tells us more about the rally and Trump supporters.
Thousands of Trump supporters drowned out sounds of the Air Force One jet at the Ocala rally on Friday. People from different backgrounds lined up before Trump's arrival while holding signs that read, "Latinos for Trump" and "Women for Trump." Topics covered at the rally included law enforcement, COVID-19, and legal immigration. Jonathan Riches, a Tampa Trump supporter, says this is his 29th Trump rally and describes why he supports Trump 100%.
Promises made, promises kept. That's important.
While Riches says he supports President Trump's past promises, college student and Vietnam immigrant Annie Tonnu says she supports the president due to her personal experience as an immigrant.
My family, we are legal immigrant coming from Vietnam, and so I'm very passionate about immigration in this country, and I think it's a good idea to show my ideas finally, and I've been quite hidden until today.
While at the rally, Trump describes the health of the economy the best it has been in years and says he believes with Floridians' voters' support, he will win the election. In Orlando, Sade Teal, UCF Nightly News.
Early voting starts today, and Orange County residents can vote on campus at the Live Oak Ballroom. Voters can also cast their ballot by mail. I tell viewers why some officials say voting by mail is beneficial. Voting experts say mail-in and early voting are some of the reasons why more than 9 million people are already participating in this year's election. Many states are continually modifying their election laws because of the pandemic. But Terry Susan Fine, a political science professor at UCF, says there are problems regarding mail-in ballots and voter intent.
The problem is that there is not a set of national criteria that establish voter intent. And oftentimes it's like any other problem. Sometimes the best way to learn about a problem is to experience it.
Olivia Solomon, a freshman political science major and first-time voter, says she plans to vote by mail and thinks it's also beneficial for other students.
It's easier just to have a guaranteed way to do it. If you don't know if you're busy that day or you can't get in for early voting, it's definitely a secure way to have your ballots be counted.
But voting by mail is sparking worry within the GOP. A national Gallup poll shows there is a partisan gap between Democrats and Republicans who plan to vote early.
To ensure your ballot isn't rejected, election officials recommend filling out the bubbles completely, using a blue or black pen, and making sure your signature matches your voter registration.
While voting rules differ in every state, Florida residents need to request a ballot and send it back prior to 7 p.m. on November 3rd. In Orlando, Charlotte Trattner, UCF Nightly News. The deadline to request a mail-in ballot is October 24th. Now, let's take a look at today's weather forecast. Today's high is 86 degrees with scattered showers and a 40% chance of rain. Tonight, the temperature cools off just a bit to 74 degrees with a 30% chance of rain. Tomorrow's high is 85 degrees with a 30% chance of rain, so you may want to have a raincoat just in case.
Hey Knights fans, I'm Matison Little, and here's your UCF football update. The Knights came up short in their game against Memphis this weekend with a score of 50-49. The Knights offense was charging on all night, but defense gave up a 21-point lead early in the third quarter. UCF sophomore Daniel Varksky missed what could have been the winning field goal with only 19 seconds left on the clock. But it's not all bad news. The team crushed some records that night. Dylan Gabriel threw for 601 passing yards that game, the previous best being only 497. 3 UCF players totaled over 100 receiving yards each for the first time, and Ryan O'Keefe caught the longest touchdown pass in program history at 93 yards. The Knights will be back in the Bounce House this Saturday at 2 p.m. to play against Tulane. That's all the time I have for now. Now back to you, Charlotte.
Thanks, Madison. And that's all the time we have for right now. Make sure to keep up with all that's happening throughout the week by following us on Instagram at UCF Knightly News. And make sure to check back tomorrow for another Nightly News update. I'm Charlotte Trattner. Thanks for watching and have a great day.